Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to TRG Central. This is episode 24 of the 2025 Road to the Triple Crown. Tonight we'll be covering the races for week 51, and unfortunately there's no stakes races in week 51 that are for 3-year-olds, so we've scheduled eight allowance races, the most that we've scheduled all year. And the interesting thing about them is we'll be featuring 4 new racetracks too. That's the Pleasanton Fairgrounds, the Fresno Fair Grounds, Finger Lakes, and the Libertyville Park. Lastly, we'll go over the top 20 horses and fillies after racing and looking towards our TRG BC races for the 3-year-old in just a couple weeks, which will be week 53. Next week there is a treat. There is a stakes race on the schedule. We'll get to that when the schedule advances to week 52. We'll go over week 52's races. So without further ado, let's take a look at the top 20. This is top 20 males. And you see it hasn't changed a whole lot, although I remember in episode 23A there were two stakes races that did affect the top 20 in both the male and the female. So we'll go over to the females real quick too. Now in this case, we probably won't go over the top 20 after the 8 allowance races because the allowance races don't give out victory points. So the standings for the qualifiers for the top 20 will not change. So we probably won't do that. We'll just run the 8 races, and we'll be going to various tracks across the country to give you uh, the races. So here's the ladies. If you remember, Lakara did run in one of the races in the 23A and picked up another win. And was another couple. I can't remember them offhand. Glickett, I think, was one. I thought there was one other, but um, just don't remember who that was. Oh, Good Cheer. I think the third one was Good Cheer. So that's the top 20 for the Phillies. That was after the week, episode 23A, where we ran two two stakes races. Let's see, take a quick look. And the stake races were, what were they? They were the Chaldean Stakes, which was a grade 1 race for fillies, and we also had the Nashville Derby Invitational Stakes, which was a grade 3 on turf, but the cool, interesting thing about that is the purse was a whopping 3,500,000. That's a pretty large purse, which doesn't get passed until you actually run some of the BC races. So anyway, let's go ahead and get over to the schedule and run week 51. As I mentioned, there's 8 races on tap, all of them allowance races. We'll have a couple from Santa Anita, then we'll go to Long Acres for one, then Latonia, and over to Finger Lakes, and Pleasanton Fair Grounds, and then the Fresno Fair Grounds, and we'll wrap it up at the Libertyville Park in the Philadelphia area. So we go cross country. We go from California, where the Santa Anita Park is, all the way over to the Liberty Bell Park, which is in Philadelphia. So we can just quickly look over the fields here, and you might see a few horses and fillies that have run throughout the year. These horses and fillies normally have either not won a race yet, or they haven't even finished in the money. A couple of races are based on not winning a race yet on our circuit, and the other criteria would be in some races they haven't even won came in the money, which is first, second, or third. So these should be some pretty good races that they'll probably be a bit more even than some of the big time stakes races where you have a little bit of variance on the quality of the horses. Okay, that's a quick run through of the 8 races. So let's go ahead and get the first race. That's the Santa Anita Park Allowance Race. It's for 3-year-old filly. Purse is $280,000. Hey, as I mentioned to you, the morning line is living up to my expectations. It could be a very interesting race as far as wagering is concerned. Take a quick look at the past performances, and you'll see this race was set up with none of the fillies coming in the money. A couple of fillies have only run one race, while a few others have run 2 or 3. They're on the rest of them. Any money won, we have the leader had $30,000 at Scottish Lassie. You may have remembered Scottish Lassie just in the episode 23A. We did a cotillion stakes race, and she came in 6th in that race. Okay, that'll be it for the past performances. Let's head over to the racetrack. This is the one that's in California. We're going left to right across the United States as far as visiting racetracks. And here we have the Santa Anita here in California. Take a quick look at the field. We do have some kit jockeys that'll be riding these. There's Flavin Pratt there on Italian Soria. So, okay, we just went through the field. Let's head over to the Stewart Tower and get race 1 underway here at Santa Anita. And they're off, and we have one without a gate first, but 5 had a tremendous start. That was Scotty's last. And whoa, Scotty's last got passed in the first turn by Italian Soria. Yeah, we're in the back straight. We have another lead change here. It looks like one running away might be, although Scottish Lassie has a bunch of points to give out. So let's see, we're just gonna go past and come back in. Scottish Lassie has a 3-square lead. Let's finish up the rest of the fillies. And you're here in the back turn, the clubhouse turn. We have 5. Scottish Lassie with the lead. One is just passing. That's running away. It looks like he's going to run away from the pack. And she did. She held Scotty's Lassie for first place. So we running away finally wins one. Scotty's Lassie comes in second, and he's fascinating third, and Flashware fourth. So that's it here from Santa Anita for Allowance Race 1. Let's head back to the schedule and pick up the second allowance race here at Santa Anita. This one's for the males, and this person's a very good $420,000. Again, you can see the odds are for the morning line are not giving anybody a favorite or a long shot. Take a quick look at their past performances. And again, this race is set up with all the horses not having one has come in the money so far. And you can see there's 1, 2, 3 horses that's only run one race, and the rest of 1, 2, or 3. Money one, we have one with 6,000, 7,000, and everybody else hadn't even won any money, so it'll be a good race for them, and they'll be able to trot away with a little bit of purse money. Anything here with the speed? Speed looks like it's with ceiling has the best speed rating of 100. You can see most of, yeah, I say all of these horses have run in a major sex race earlier in the season. So let's go ahead and head over to Santa Anita and get the race run. Again, this is purse of 420 at Santa Anita, and it is a 10 furlong race. And they're using the 10 furlong chute here at Santa Anita. Go through the jockeys real quick. Okay, so that's it for announcing the horses. Let's go ahead and head over to the Seward Tower and get this race started. 6 out of the gate first, but that lead didn't last very long as nearly every horse passed them. Heading into that first 10, we have a Hardest Life with the lead. 4 Global Sea second, and 5th, and 5 in third, and 5 My Milton. Going into the back straight, we have a new leader in Global Steve with Hard Life just one space behind them. But heading into the back turn, is Hard Life just passed them, and now they're neck and neck here in the back turn. And going into the home stretch, we have like 4 horses within one, but they've spread out here in the home stretch with Global C with the win. We have close race between 7 and 5. Full diversion and my middle. Okay, we go back in the Global C first, full division second, my mental third, Hardest Life fourth. Global C trots away with $252,000. And allowance race 2 here from Santa Anita. Let's head back over to the schedule, see which one we're going to look at next. And we're going to go to Longwood Acres for a fillies race. Short 6.5 furlong, $250,000. Again, this here has a little bit of difference in the morning lines, but not a whole lot. Heading past performances, only 2 horses have not run during the season, but Lolo La Plume is the only one that hasn't run in some type of stakes race. Again, this was set up with, oh no, this one was set up for not having a win yet this season. And you see Beautiful Bloom is coming second and third and probably has the most money won at 41,900. Also has the best running speed, the TRG speed of 103. So let's head over to Lawmakers to get this race underway. Okay, we're using the 6.5 furlong chute here at Lawmakers. We'll quickly go through the field and their post positions. Okay, so that should be it. Let's head over to the Stewart Tower and they're off. Remember, this is a half furlong race, so that means the first game turn is a half furlong and everything else is about a furlong long. So, as this also is only a one-turn race, and we have 5 and 7 in the back turn. That's Stunner and Madeline Promise. Madeline Promise takes a little bit of lead here on the home stretch, although Stunner is right behind. And Stunner actually passes Madeline Promise and looks like he'll probably win the race. And he does. Stunner wins, Madeline Promise second, Justin Quinso third, and Beauty Reigns fourth. Stunner wins $150,000. Okay, that's it from Longacres. Let's go over to the schedule and see where we're headed to next. We're headed to Latonia for another fillies race, but this purse is $360,000. And this is another short race of 6 furlongs. And that was the reason why I chose Longacres and Latonia, because they had the cool 6.5 furlong chute. Hey, take a quick look here, and then another really tight race. Let's take a look at their past performances. And you can see, well, nobody wanted anybody there. No. 18,000. That's the leader. Complexity Jane. And then Knock Knock Joke has won a whopping 7,500. And this is a race that the conditions were they had not run in the money yet this year. So let's go ahead and head over to Latonia and get this race started. Okay, it's 6 furlong race at Latonia using that cool 6.5 furlong chute up in the upper right corner. I would guess maybe that's northeast. Who knows? Let's take a quick look at the field and which post positions they're in, and we'll get this race underway. And you know that this is a pretty nice location. It has a cute little lake in the middle of the racetrack. So let's go ahead over to Stewart's Tower. Looks like everything's a go. And one's out of the gate first. That's Bout Tree Fiddly. And he holds the lead here in the first turn. And this is the 6 furlong race. There's only one turn in the race. And 6 is taking over lead at Foliage Trail. And Salamis has, wow, Salamis must have got really messed up here. Horse 8. Not sure why Auto Jockey didn't want to go outside, but that's the reason why he probably hung up. So let's go ahead and undo it and we'll. Oh, he was right there where that's where he started. So should have went outside, not sure why he didn't. And gets right back into the middle of the pack with that. Oh, that's why 2 looks like it's broken down. That's Complexity Jane. Heading into the home stretch, we have Thundering with the lead, but no, 6 past them and then 1 past them. Fountain Tree, Fiddly looks like ends up winning the race after a while finished. Fountain Tree, Fiddly first, Bonia Trail second, Talamus third, Thundering fourth, Fountain Tree, Fiddly trots away with $216,000. So that's it from Latonia. Let's head over to the schedule and get race 5 underway on the 8 race card. Okay, race 5 is at Finger Lakes, another fillies race, $230,000. Take a look, and this is a 9 furlong race, a little longer than the last 2. And again, it's Steady Horses race here. I should say fillies. So let's take a quick look at their past performances. This one here, the conditions was that it has not won a race this year. And you can see, well, we have DeLorean, and in 4 races, something about her was in 4. 2 of them were heat races, though. And Zip Star's the only, oh no, Zip Star and Cash Call have both only run 1 race. And Cash Call looks like she's won the most at $110,000. Speed leader with the TRG speed looks like Heavily Sunset is 105. And the last allowance race she ran in. Okay, let's go ahead and head back over to Finger Lakes and get this race started. This is a 9 furlong. We're using the chute in the middle of the home stretch. Let's take a quick look at the field and where they're at in the in the starting gate. And let's head over to the sewage tower. And they're off. 5's out of the gate first. 8 did pass them. And it looks like Ace will hold on to the lead going into the first turn. And 8 is Cash Call. 8 still has the lead in the back 3. Looks like about 4 or 5 spaces. It's holding on to that lead. The rest of the pack is pretty close to each other. 4 space lead now for Cash Call. If we head into the clubhouse turn, and 5 is gone within 1 space, so we're into the home stretch, and it could be an interesting race here. Wow! Catch Call holds off Heavenly Sunset to win, followed by 3, which is Lush Lips, and 4, You Bet Your Back. There was a little bit of a tussle there for 3rd. Okay, here we have a Catch Call first. Heavenly Sunset second, Lush Lips third, and You'll Be Back fourth, Catch Call wins $138,000. So that's it from Finger Lakes. Let's get over to the schedule and check out race 7. No, race 6. Race 6 will be at Pleasanton Fair Grounds for 3-year-old colts. The colts are finally back in action with a $240,000 purse. So let's head over to the betting window, take a look at the morning line. Another race that could be up for grabs. This race is a 10 furlong race, purse 240 here at Pleasanton Fair Grounds. Let's check the past performances. Wow, Allied Hand is going to get his first shot at running a race. I think he was scratched in the Nashville Derby Invitational. That's why he hasn't run any races yet. And not much here as far as any races. It looks like the conditions was they didn't finish in the money. And in fact, let's see, there's a $6,000 winner there, Enter the Dragon. That's the only horse that won any money. Wow, first time that happened. So at least some of these horses are going to walk away with a little bit of purse money there. Pleasanton Fair Grounds, so let's head over there and get the race started. Okay, this is using the 10 furlong chute, which is a mile and a quarter. We'll go through the field real quick here. As they're lined up here in the starting gate. Looks like everything's okay. This is a pretty cool place. It's in the Alameda County Fairgrounds near Pleasant. Couple little icons here for rides and stuff. Alright, enough of that. Let's go to Stewart's Tower. And they're off. One down the gate first. That's Iron Hand. See if he can hold the lead. He does after the first turn, but now there's like a three-way tie for first heading into the first turn, and 2 is taking over the lead. That's Land Speed. That's a couple furlong lead over Iron Hand, a little furlong time. A couple space lead. Increases lead here in the back straight. And he's definitely moving ahead of Race a little 3 and trying to make a gallant effort, but now looks like 2 will hold them off and finish the race with an easy win. And 8 came out of the blue to come in second. That's Mohair Stam. Hey, Lansby first, 144,000. Mohair Stam, Iron Hand, and Baker Mayfield. And this is probably the least entertaining as far as first, although you can see 4 horses were all within a shot at getting that second place purse money. Okay, so that's it from Alameda County Fairgrounds here in Pleasanton. Let's head back over to the schedule and we'll be looking at race 7. That's going to be run at another new racetrack, the first time using it. That's the Fresno Fair Grounds. Of course, Finger Lakes and Pleasanton Fairgrounds, that was their first official races run there on the schedule. So here, here we have the fillies. Hold on here. Okay, we have the fillies running in its 9 furlong race. Purse is $330,000 at the Fresno Fairgrounds. So let's head over to the betting window. Take a look at the odds. Whoa, there's some wild ones here. Plus, the broken looks like they have hardly any competition. Look forward, maybe. But man, we have some long shot AZ wild card. Wildcat is the long shot at 53. Take a look at the past performances. Flying in the dust, 33. Looks like the criteria here for the conditions was has not won a race this year on the circuit. Wow, 8 races for Look Forward, 5 for Princess Amelia. Plus the Broken, it's Ruthless. Well, Queen MG's got 145,000. And she seems to have the most, but she also run 6 races. Wow, 1-2. I guess this race here was open to anyone, so there's another one. Look Forward didn't win one. So that's probably the reason for the wild variance in the odds. So let's head over to Fresno for this 9 furlong race with purse of $330,000. We'll take a look at the field here in the starting gate. Okay, so there was the field. You can see if you were at the fairgrounds here, they have quite a few nice rides shown here in one of our pictures. Suet Tower says everything to go. One's out of the gate first, that Llama in the dust. He kind of holds on to the lead. I should say she does. And we're now in the back straight, and we have to look forward. Wow, look, we have a 3, maybe 4 horse race here. As we're heading into the clubhouse turn, we still have look forward first. Everybody else is all watched up right behind them in their pack. Doesn't look. Oh yeah, it's 6 and 1. Both have caught up to look forward and to be tight finish. It looks like AZ Wildcat picks up the win. Look forward managed to come back at second, but there is a jockey inquiry, so let's see what the issue is. And Just Ruthless got DQ dropped from which you that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dropped from 6th to last. Then changed the one place in show. So yeah, AZ Wildcat, look at that. $181 for a $1 ticket. You win 198,000. Okay, so AZ Wildcat, look for Lava in the dust and Princess in the air. So that's race 7 from Fresno Fair Grounds. We'll finish this up with race 8 over at Liberty Bell Park. It's for the Colts. 10 furlong, $380,000 purse. Okay, head over to the the betting window. And wow, look at this race. This is up to Rob. This may be a race where the conditions was no horses come in the money yet. So let's take a look at their past performances. And yes, I'm right. No. All the horses except Blue Ocean Rave. Now, Blue Ocean Rave was actually a late addition because I had to scratch a horse because They was entered in one of the other races in the last couple of weeks. So I scratched him and put Blue Ocean Rave, and he gets into the race a little different criteria in the conditions. And he also has won the most money too at 104,000. So it may be a win for Blue Ocean Wave. Let's see if we stack this race. So we'll head over to Liberty Mill Park for the 10 furlong, $380,000 purse. And we're running out of the mile and a quarter chute. Let's go ahead and look through the starting gate and get the field set. And Blue Ocean Rave is it's going to be interesting to watch him and see how well he does. So, Heller's and Stewart's Tower was set to run the last race on the card, and they're off, and 4 is out of the gate first, but a couple of horses have already passed him. In fact, 2 went crazy there. That was Outrunner, but 8 caught up. That's Blue Ocean Rave, and we headed through the first turn. And going into the back straight, Outrunner is past Blue Ocean Rave. Outrunner is still first. My bagger is just past Ocean Blue Rave. So, well, Ocean Blue just came out of the blue. Here in the home stretch and back turn, and it looks like it's going to win this race. No, it's going to be a photo finish with Blue Ocean Rave and Outlander. And Outlander is declared the winner, a neck over Blue Ocean Rave. My Fago third, and Academy fourth. Let's see, Outrunner won $228,000. So there you have it. That was our 8-race card spanning the United States, with starting at Santa Anita and ending up here at Liberty Bell. All allowance races, given a chance to put some of the lesser known horses in the spotlight along with their fillies too, to give them a chance to compete. So I think that's going to be it here from the booth. Let's go ahead and take a quick look here at the races for week 52. And we have 6 races on tap, 4 allowance races. And then we head over to, well, let's see, Santa Anita's going to have a couple allowance races again. Then we're heading over to Finger Lakes and then Pleasanton. And coming back to Santa Anita for the TRG Christmas special, along with the Malibu Stakes. Not sure why that stands results, but we'll take a look and see what happened on the schedule. As I've been adding and subtracting these newer races, I probably just messed up a switch, so we'll just correct it. So, that's going to be it here from TRG Central, episode 24. Again, there's no change in the top 20 since all the races were allowance races. So this is Gary signing off here at TRG Central. Hope you have a wonderful time at the races across the country, and have a good night.